have a few minutes to kill because I was about ready to get out and start filming. And a carload of like 4 cars pulled up. So they're looking at the home. I'm not going to go in and film when they're... So anyways, long and short of it, we're going to look at 889 Ariel Heights Ave, which is a quick delivery home. We've gone over quick delivery homes, ready to move in immediately. The builders go ahead and build them ahead of time. They pick, well, for the most part, unless there's different phases. The one we're going to look at today is completely done. So there's no coming in and making any changes. And the designers for the builder basically pick out what they think the mass is going to like in general. Some upgrades in this, less upgrades in that, but overall something that they feel everybody, the common man, would choose, or the most common colors and flooring and all that stuff. And then there's other quick delivery homes where they're halfway through completing and they'll be done in, say, another 2 months. But you as the buyer can still come in and pick out the flooring and pick out the cabinets, depending sometimes, but a lot of times that's allowed. So anyways, that's not one of them. We're looking at one that's completely done. They just decreased the price to basically $415,000. And I got to tell you that this is an absolute steal, considering we're an 89138 zip code in Summerlin, brand new Summerlin. You're across the street from Toll Brothers, Shadow Point. It's just an amazing community. So it's almost completed. These are one of the last ones that they have made. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1780 square feet. The downstairs is pretty small. It's just basically you walk in and there's an island and a kitchen, and then everything else is upstairs. So, you know, when you're talking about a house that's 1,800 square feet, that's a 2-story, that's basically 900 square feet on each level. So it's not a lot of space, especially when you get upstairs, when you're getting 3 bedrooms, but the neighborhood's killer, absolute killer. The schools are great. You're right by Red Rock National Conservatory. So anyways, that's the long and short of it. As soon as these guys are done, we will go in and take a look. And I hope you enjoy the tour. Thanks. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention where we're at. Richmond American Homes in Skye Knoll subdivision and Stonebridge in Summerlin. That is where we're at. As seen on TV. I'm just kidding. As seen on my YouTube channel right now. Paver driveways. Nice stone on the outside. 2-tone paint. Nice little courtyard. Not bad. Neighborhood. And you know what? Look at that nice city view back there. I don't know if you can see. We come out here. That's a great view from the front yard. All right. Get more of a zoomed out view. Here we go. I'll give you a little better view. All right. So I've gone over the basics of this. I love the outside. For $415. It's dope. Dope. Look at that. Window up there. Again, with the pavers, did a good job with that. Stone. Let's see what we have. So off to the right here is the garage. I'm not going to go in there because it's completely dark. Tile 12 by 6. Nice tile. You have the booties there for walking around, which I'm really not sure on the tile, but whatever. So standard closet door, little coat closet. So you're gonna see this one be more of a cookie cutter than say Toll Brothers that we're looking at and stuff like that. But literally Toll Brothers Shadow Point is right across the street. And this location's crazy good, especially for $415,000. And as I mentioned out my car, it's a quick delivery and they just reduced the price. So they want this bad boy to sell. And this would be, you know, hey, listen, if you want to get into Summerlin, in New Summerlin for less than $425,000, I mean, you're going to be very, very hard pressed to find anything else here that has these kind of upgrades for this in this location. See the backyard. So, you know, 900 square feet down here. Not a lot of, you know, no room to room for me to go to down here. But nice island. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. So, you know, for $425,000, this is great for someone who wants to downgrade to a smaller house, which people do. When they're old, especially when they're older, but they want more one-stories. But regardless, or I mean, this would be a great investment property too. $415,000 for these upgrades. I mean, you get, I think, rent on these because there were a few other ones in here that I saw for rent that were available for rent, and I think it was like $2,000, $2,100, maybe $2,150. So a decent ROI. But more importantly, the value that it's going to increase being in the location that it is. That island, nice. I like it. Double oven. Cabinets. Forgot what they said for cabinets. But, I mean, the countertops are upgrades, the cabinets are upgrades from the standard package of what they had. So this is where, you know, I like that backsplash too. Very nice. Gas stove, plenty of cabinet space. Dishwasher down here. So anyways, getting back to my point, I'm just losing my train of thought today like crazy. Is that, as I've discussed before, whatever the starting price is, the average person will add 15 to 20% for upgrades onto the home. So that's roughly what the builder adds on. So I'm not sure what the base price on this is, but if they have it at $415,000, you know, maybe $365,000, $375,000 for a base price. And so when they want to build it ahead of time for a quick delivery home, they want to minimize the risk. So they go about, you know, picking what the standard person or on average people will pick. So they also add 15 to 20% in. And where they do add those upgrades are things that most people will upgrade with, which are countertops, cabinets, flooring. Those are the basics. If you're gonna stick your money into a house, those are the things you want to stick them in. So you get the point of what the downstairs looks like. All right, upstairs. So right off to the right is a quick little half bath. And that actually is tile. It's not linoleum. up the stairs. So immediately a loft. You know, not the biggest, but it's a nice little separation between the master there and the second and third right here. So like I said, you know, it's more of your standard cookie cutter 2-story, but it's brand new. It has the upgrades where it should have the upgrades. The location is amazing. So we will go to the master, which is over there. But first, the laundry room. The pan. So just a shelf. No cabinets or anything. That's fine. And then a closet, linen closet, I assume. All right. Perfecto. Down the stairs. Second, third. Little loft. And we'll go into the master first, since we're over here. The master is actually pretty decent size. There's an access to the attic. It's where they have the heater / furnace. But anyways, back to the decent size. It's actually a pretty decent sized master for the size of the house. I mean, think about it, to actually put in 3 bedrooms and a loft and to actually have a master be a decent size was pretty good, and is pretty good. And I like this too. I like the deck off the master. Now, the only bad thing, I guess, or dang it, that I consider, I mean, this is awesome, right? And then there. So you do not have a view, except for there when you lean over. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a great view, but that's the road up there, and the road's pretty elevated as it goes up, so that's why the wall keeps on getting higher and higher and higher and higher, all the way up. There's a backyard, not the biggest thing in the world. That would be a stretch to say that there's, you know, you could put a pool in there, because of the patio roof. Over there you could, and over there you could. It's just they had the patio put in, so. But they have this, and the neighbors don't, and those neighbors don't. So, give or take, right? Just like life. Anyways, that is the master. Already pre-wired to put in lighting, ceiling fan. (12x6) tile again. So no tub, just a shower. What a sit-down shower. Dual sinks. Yeah, just your basic standard plastic shower. It's another reason to be a great investment property. Or I mean, you're just starting out, whatever it is, who cares? For $415,000, you're living in a brand new house with upgrades in one of the most amazing parts of Las Vegas and Summerlin, the newest of the new. So nice little walk-in. Standard shelving, big deal. You can always get something more put in if you want. It's good size. I think this is the only place that I've seen carpet in the house, which I like. Just not a big fan of carpet personally, but that's just me. Maybe for a bedroom out here. Okay, sorry. Totally missed it. All right. So, actually, quite a bit of natural light coming in here. Considering we are facing south. So the sun will come up that way, it sets that way, and we are south. And I'm sure I just spun you all around and got you dizzy, but you'll be fine. All right, so back through the loft. Now we're going to go to the second, third bed in the upstairs bathroom. You know, a little nook right there for whatever you want. Be creative. So here is the full bath. So I know they said 3 bath. Here's a way to consider on the MLS, which is a half bath is still technically a third bathroom. So it's not 3 full, it's 2.5. But on the MLS, it'll show as a 3 bed. On the MLS, it will show as a 3 bath because that half qualifies as a bath. Technically, it is, I guess, but just not a full. All right. Very, very nice. So, not soft clothes. But that's all right. We'll all live. So we get to the second bed. Again, pre-wired. So these are pretty small. This is probably 10 by 10, maybe 11 by 10. It's a nice little house. And, you know, that's out the front. Not a bad view. Off to the third. And this looks to be the exact same size as the other. Again, with the view out the front window. Little mini walk-in. Just like the other. No, actually, the other one didn't, did it? Okay, well, there you go. This one has a mini walk-in, the other one just has standard. Correct? Yeah, there we go. So those are the differences between the second and third. Again, with the full bath. I didn't show you the shower before. There's a shower. Standard shower. Standard tub shower combo. So as I originally mentioned, it's just below 1,800 square feet. It's a 2-story, which means just about 900 square feet on each level. But I will give it to them in the second level because
To have 3 beds in there with a loft and to have the master actually be a decent size is a pretty good working. Step out here for the backyard. Not much to it, not landscaped at all, which is fine. A nice run off that side. Gas line on the outside, so if you ever want to hook up a barbecue, you have the gas line already outside. So like I said, that wall goes up. Kind of blocks everything, but it is what it is. The location's amazing. Very, very good. Retaining wall. So that is basically the back. Everybody, I appreciate you listening and watching. And most importantly, if you can subscribe and like down below, it would be simply amazing. Thanks. Later, dudes.